It's time to talk about the Beast Incarnate. We did a whole segment on the career and the life of Brock Lesnar. We were saying goodbye. We saw the tears flowing and the removal of gloves and boots. And what an amazing moment for WrestleMania to have the Beast hang him up and walk off into the sunset. One of the biggest badasses in WWE history. But alas, don't weep for long as the Beast Incarnate. What? A month? 1 month later, because it was mid-April when he retired. 1 month, and he's back. And now we don't know we don't know what his contract situation is. I know that they did the whole kayfabe deal with Paul presenting a one night only contract for a clash in Italy for Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi in a rematch over. Let me tell you something. Italy's card right now looks fucking phenomenal, son. The card because Backlash was like, meh. It was like meh at the very least. But the clash in Italy so far. Cody Rhodes and Gunther for the WWE Championship, Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat. Now we've got Lesnar and Femi Part 2.
No, hold on. Let's not skip over that real quick because I need you to confirm something for me because we heard it and they kept replaying it, and all three of us on the Discord heard it and couldn't stop laughing. Did you also hear him say Tribal Comeback?
Bruh, I did not hear that.
Go back and listen to it again because he picks up the phone, he picks up the microphone and says nothing else. And he says, Tribal Comeback. And we're like, what? We start crying. Though, when you're about to get fired from a job, who doesn't want to call their boss a comeback? You know what I mean? Like, that was amazing.
You felt it.
But
it
then
was
they're like, all right. They're like, all right, then he said, I accept. And I swear to God, this is all happening in real time. We're all like, accept what? What is happening? He accepts the comeback? Like, is his title changed now? Is that what the C stands for? Comeback? And then someone else said it. And they said combat, and I'm like, we're like, oh yeah, that's not really
oh, that's way different than what I thought he said.
Go back and hear it again, dude. I swear to God, that man did not say combat. You're bugging if you think he said combat.
How deep into the show were you before you realized it was combat?
No, right away because I forget who said it. Someone said, I think it may have been like the announcer or something. Someone said Tribal Combat, and we literally like all at the same time. We were all, oh, they're like, no, what we heard was funnier. Fuck that. He's the Tribal Comeback.
It was a moment of group realization,
dude. We all took the ride at the same time. It was absolutely fucking amazing. That shit was hilarious. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I had to clarify if you heard that too. I'm telling you, double back and listen to it, dude. You won't be able to not hear it.
I'm gonna go back now, and I want to listen to what you're talking about. The part where he's on the floor with the mic.
He's on the floor. He just picks up the mic, and he's about to fire him, and he's like, "Tribal Comeback." I swear,
comebacks.
Listen to it. God, that shit was hilarious. Dude.
Oh man. Well, we're listen. I don't think he said that, but it would be. I'm gonna go back and listen to it. But they did announce. Yeah, the way that I'm doing this build up, he said he wanted him in Tribal Comeback, and Roman said, "I accept."
He said, "I accept." I was like, "Yo, this Raw is crazy."
Yes, the ultimate challenge.
Oh my
WWE's World Heavyweight Championship for sure. So, aside from the WWE title match and the tribal comeback match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu, which I will be referencing that is what we will be calling it moving forward as we move closer to Italy. There is Lesnar and Femi Part 2. So the bigger question that I want to propose to people is we're back to this conversation about the boy who cried wolf. I was getting some serious Seth Rollins vibes when I was watching this. What I mean by that is the old feigned knee injury, only to be revealed that he wasn't really hurt. It was all the work. Here comes Seth Rollins for the cash in. And I'm not bringing this up because I was on the bus and missed it. No. We're past that. I have let that pain seep into my bones. Okay? The only cash in I was ever in the building for and did not fucking see it. I'm going to live that one for the rest of my life. But it's the kayfabe part of the injury. Now we do the kayfabe of the retirement. Neither one was the first to ever do it. Obviously, in a working way, it's kind of always worked out that way. My thing is this. In Lesnar's situation, it's a little different than almost anybody else because Brock has a history of not really showing a lot of emotion. That whole segment at the end of his match at WrestleMania was something from Lesnar we had literally never seen. It's what sold us on the idea that, holy shit, he's really leaving. He's really done. He's really retired. And when you combine that with the fact that he did it right after Styles, who just retired and meant it. He's gone. He's not around anymore. We bought into it. We all bought into the idea that he was really, really gone. And so for the one that I worry the most about and the biggest part of this conversation are the people on the internet who claim everything is a work. Oh, he's not really hurt. It's a work. Oh, he's not really leaving. It's a work. Everything is a work. And they could be wrong 15, 20, 37 times in a row, and they'll keep saying it. But on occasions like this is where they go online. I fucking told you it was a work. I knew he wasn't going anywhere. SummerSlam's in Minnesota, which, by the way, people keep bringing that shit up like he gives a fuck about Minnesota. Yeah, he went to school there. He's not from fucking Minnesota. But anyway, SummerSlam's gonna be a minute. No fucking way. So I have a fear that the next time he attempts to retire, he could legitimately mean it. It could be completely 100% real that he's going to retire and do something else or go somewhere else. And it won't have the same feeling as it did the first time. That one at WrestleMania 42 felt right. It felt
real.
Yeah.
And here's the here's where I stand.
Okay.
Unfortunately, kind of piggybacking on like the past few conversations we have had about contracts and shit. When I saw this happen out loud, I literally said they came to an agreement because the way he left, either this man is a phenomenal actor, there was real anger in that. It was real. He could be a phenomenal actor. And the way Paul Heyman's a little bit tougher because he is phenomenal at doing things like this. But that also felt real. But
Paul, I understand the face, the tears,
it's
the
him.
emotion. That's Paul.
What he does.
Seeing it from Brock sold the deal.
Calling out the intro on how he's the now and not the then, and then the next time they play it, it was changed. They took him out.
Yeah.
Like those things is where the line gets blurred, whether it was all planned or real. But I can't, and the kayfabe thing that you point out, I don't disagree with you, but my brain, unfortunately, I am in a place where I'm super jaded about everything is contractual right now, where it's like he left, He looked pissed when he left. Everyone felt like this wasn't the plan and that this was abrupt. And now he's back in a manner of like, all right, well, if I'm coming back, I'm getting my shit back. Because I don't see him. He's not winning here. But Oba is not going to win here. He's going to get beat. And if he does get beat, does that ruin what we just did? Because he was going on a tear, and now he's going to get smashed by the person that put him on that tear.
I don't know if he's going to get smashed. I think if they go to Italy and Lesnar just beats the teetotal shit out of him, that's a burial. There's no way that doesn't it doesn't just undo WrestleMania. It literally does everything. It undoes everything. It would, in my opinion, it would kill Oba fucking dead. And I know that it's Brock Lesnar. Losing to Brock Lesnar is not exactly, something to be ashamed of or whatever. But on the way that match took place between Oba and Brock,
it was
like kind of perfect.
Yeah, they squished Brock in the best possible way that you could. Right, he's not going to go in there and beat him in 10 seconds, but you can argue this was a Brock Lesnar style of beating someone used against himself. So for him to come back and then just throw Oba, we just got to see what goes forward. But again, all of that leading up to the way they interacted just recently on Raw, to me says they came to some type of agreement, and now we're going to go forward the way Brock wants this to go down and not the way that it ended up going down. So we'll see. It's just weird. I personally don't like the way, if this was a ruse the whole time, I personally am not a fan on what they did. If it happened organically and then that was it, he's done, I think it's perfect. But if it was all a play for something, I don't like it. I think it's I don't like it at all. But whatever, we'll see.
Let me run something by you right quick as an idea. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying this scenario reminds me of something. Again, my brain goes into the vault, starts thinking of different things that's happened over the years. And I take you back to when Lesnar feuded with Goldberg. Now, Goldberg is not Oba Femi, right? Obviously older at that time, wasn't exactly in his prime. But if everyone remembers, eliminate the WrestleMania 20 match for just a second. If you just do the surprise victory, 84 seconds, Survivor Series 2016, when that match took place, and Goldberg just fucking ran through him, beat him in 84 seconds. It was like spear, jackhammer, beat him, stunned the world. Everybody was like, what the fuck? And it sent Lesnar into a tizzy. Like, he had a fucking tantrum about it. Like, he's so fucking mad. Not just that he was beat, but beat decisively in like 84 seconds.
And was he on a tear before that?
He was completely undefeated. He was like team champion for like 400 and something days up until that point. And then out of the blue, just Goldberg. And Brock disappeared, obviously, because it's Survivor Series. So did Goldberg. And then we get to the Royal Rumble that year, which was 2 months after. And Goldberg is in the Royal Rumble. Then here comes Lesnar out of nowhere. So now these two are going at it again. We get to the Rumble. And I know it's the Rumble, so everybody is like, there's 30 guys. But Goldberg eliminates Lesnar from the Rumble, which pisses him off. And they go, this is bullshit. And I'm so sick of Goldberg. And I'm so fucking mad at Goldberg. Then we fast forward. Goldberg goes to the Elimination Chamber the next month, competes against Kevin Owens for the Universal title, wins the Universal title. Goes to WrestleMania. Lesnar wants the rematch. This is part 3 for the Universal title. This time, Lesnar comes out on top at the end. Same. I want to say it's the same deal. Nope. 4 minutes 45 seconds. They still kept it short, but Lesnar would go on to win the match. He won. That's the only match he won. The other match, which is Survivor Series, Goldberg had won, and the one in the middle wasn't really a win. He just threw him over the top rope as an elimination. So at the end of the day, they got 3 paydays out of this, but they split the record 1-1. I'm not saying that's what they do here. What I'm saying is I could see a world where Lesnar might not win in Italy, and it just starts fueling this different side of Lesnar where he's never really been an underdog. Even when he was new, Lesnar's never really been an underdog. Against Goldberg, I don't think anyone bought him as an underdog despite losing to Goldberg because it's Goldberg. He'll get it eventually. But the vibe with Oba right now is way different. I can see Lesnar getting aggressive, unlike WrestleMania, where there was like a feeling out process with him and Oba. He kind of already knows what Oba brings to the table now. I can see Brock just being ultra aggressive, just suplex city, just throwing this guy, and Oba just overcoming and overcoming and overcoming. The first time he fought Lesnar, he dominated. The second time, I could see him fighting from underneath and still pulling it off, which then leads us to SummerSlam in Minnesota, where I can see Lesnar finally, okay, but even in that situation, it takes everything but the kitchen fucking sink, and maybe he does use the kitchen sink to finally get one over on Oba, and that's just because I feel like it's Lesnar and they always give it to him. I wouldn't be angry of the fact if he loses to Oba in Italy and Minnesota, just to really fucking cement this fucking guy as I can't. Here is a guy that Brock Lesnar can't fucking beat. 3 times he's tried to beat this motherfucker on 3 very big stages. And I got another example to prove how effective that can be when done right. Triple H and Batista. Triple H defending the title against Batista at WrestleMania 21. And Batista comes out on because they're trying to make Batista as a main event guy. Batista beats the Mentor at WrestleMania, straight up wrestling match. Beats him for the world title. Triple H can't live with that. Triple H is pissed. Not the student beating the teacher. No fucking way. So they go to Backlash. They get a rematch going. Batista wins again. Horse shit. No. He's skating by on me. This is luck. This is beginner's luck. Fuck it. I tell you what. Let's up the stakes. 3rd match, but this time inside the Hell in a Cell. And Triple H unloads. He does everything Hell in a Cell that he does, and Batista wins again. 3 matches in a row. Batista on top. Did it kill Triple H? No, not really. Did it make Batista? It did. I can see that happening here. Let's be honest. If Lesnar lost 3 times to Oba, it wouldn't really kill him. You can always repackage and you can always rebuild, get another streak going, beating out a bunch of guys, but it would make the fuck out of Oba. I'm not saying what they're doing. I don't know. I just not all that opposed. But I will concede to the idea of what you brought up, which I think is the main point of all this. I think Lesnar pulled that stunt at WrestleMania to let them know, I'm not taking a pay cut. I'm not taking a percentage off. I'll go home. And he went home, and they realized, shit, this one we do need. So how do we make this work?
They said, no. They didn't. They did it. They were just like, all right, fuck it. Let's just do an open challenge, right? And let's put them with people. And then they're like, okay, yeah, no, that's perfect. Let's do an open challenge. All right, yeah, fuck it. We gotta do what we gotta do. All right, who's gonna be his first match? Fuck, we gotta call Brock. We gotta call Brock.
Yeah,
we got nothing. We can't even. No one, not one person on the roster. Everyone's else kind of busy.
And that was the problem. I feel like that was the problem with the open challenge for Oba Femi, because you don't want to put a higher level star in that position to get squashed in an open challenge, but he also is above Otis and Tozawa, and like, how do you beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and then begin wrestling in
Anyone
matches with like
credible
underneath.
at Oba's state right now, where he currently is and what they gave to him, anyone relatively close to Oba, it would hurt them. Anyone well below Oba, which is probably the less impactful thing, like that hurts the most, will look like jobbers.
Yeah.
You're just hurting kind of people across the board right now with what you have going on. So
if you think back for the historians out there, when you think back about how they made Lesnar when he debuted, yeah, he beat up Spike Dudley, Maven, Al Snow. Yeah, sure. But then he beat up the Hardys. Then he beat up Rob Van Dam. And now he's escalating. He goes to SummerSlam. He beats The Rock for the WWE title. When he beat The Rock, he didn't go back to Maven. You know who his next program was after The Rock? Taker. There's a fucking transition for you. Oba Femi beat Brock Lesnar, and then they gave him fucking who the fuck was the first champ? Kit Wilson. They gave him a whole road gallery of a bunch of who the fucks. So they went, okay, look, you know what? We're trying to really, really make this guy. Call Brock. We got some plans.
I will pay
we
the
have
contract.
some ideas.
Dude. Come on.
We have some ideas. Come on back.
Dude, relax. You're being so
dramatic.
You
take shit way too seriously.
I'm retired. Relax, dude. We're gonna pay you.
Yeah, relax, dude. Just come come on. You're doing too much, is what it is. You're doing too much.
You, dude. Calm down. Take a joke. Come on, SummerSlam. Come on, are we good for SummerSlam, big guy? Come on.
Yeah. Hey.
You can throw Oba around. We know you like
It's a stadium. Minnesota is a stadium with a dome. I know you like domes. I know you like to stay warm. Come on. What was that? That Rocky, what was it? Rocky Balboa? I think it was, when those promoters were talking to Rocky about possibly fighting another fight. And they threw in, I swear to God, there's no way that line was written for him. The guy was talking to Rocky Balboa. He goes, yeah, it's in Vegas, warm weather. You were always better in warm weather. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was always better in warm weather. This motherfucker won against the fucking biggest Russian fighter of all time in the fucking frozen tundra of Russia. What the fuck you mean he was better when he was? What the fuck are you talking about?
But I can say means if they were in warm weather, you fuck them up even more.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gone 12 rounds if it had been warmer. I would have took me a few rounds to warm up. He said, I wouldn't have got brain damage in warm weather. I'd have fucked him up. So, yeah, I can see this going a lot of different ways. I'm not all that upset that he came back. There's a lot of people, it doesn't mean anything now when he retires. It might. I think the emotion. Yeah, I don't think the emotion will be there when he actually does retire that it was the first time around. But if he's going to continue to use the years that he does have left to get over a new generation of stars, I ain't going to be mad at it either. I don't think there's too many Oba Femis that he'll be losing to throughout the course of the next few years. But the fact that he got this one over, I'm good with it. I'm good with it, for sure.